Decluttering before Christmas to me feels like a necessity. So this time of year, I like to focus pretty much only on toys and kids stuff because that is the bulk of what we're going to be bringing in around Christmas time. And I do a lot of decluttering, kid stuff and all around stuff throughout the entire year. I'm really intentional about it, so I'm not going to be focusing on those kind of spaces like my clothes and the kitchen and living spaces. I'm really going to be tackling the kids areas.
This video is part of the 10 Minutes Better collaboration hosted by Melinda from Melinda Plain and Simple every single month. I don't always have time to participate in this monthly collaboration, but there are always some great decluttering motivation videos. This month's theme is Jingle Bells, Clutter Smells. The purpose of 10 Minutes Better is to share some ideas and motivation on some things that you can do in just 10 minutes to make your space better. This declutter that I did probably took me an hour because I was also organizing these toys back to what they needed to be. But if I had just done a pass through and grabbed out things that I wanted to declutter, I could have done it in 10 minutes. So I encourage you to take at least 10 minutes to grab out those items that don't get much use. Who knows, maybe once you start, you won't want to stop, and it will make your home feel so much better before the holidays.
So this area behind me, and I'll show you a few other areas I'm going to be doing by myself because it mainly consists of the baby stuff, which she can't really make the decision. I'm just going to make the decisions on stuff that she's really not playing with anymore. It does have a few of like my 4-year-old's stuff, and she sort of makes decisions sometimes, and then it does have some toys that just really all the kids play with that I can make the decisions for. And this is me, like I'm going to be putting it in a box or boxes, and I'm going to be putting it away for several months. And if the kids are like, hey, where'd that toy go? I really liked that toy. I want to get it back out and play with it. They know for the first little bit after I do a declutter in these areas that they can ask for it by name and I will get it out and we will not get rid of it. After a set amount of months, I'll probably say like 4 months, I will be getting rid of this stuff at the next kids consignment sale. And some of this stuff that I'm going to be getting rid of, one thing I know, we have like a replacement, not a replacement, but something that gets more use that is very similar to the thing that I'll be getting rid of. When the kids are on Thanksgiving break, I'm going to have them work on their rooms. I say kids, the older kids, they're going to work on all of the stuff in their rooms. I will help as needed, and they will be like organizing and seeing if there's space to add more stuff, and then they'll be doing the same thing, putting stuff in boxes. They know that I'm not getting rid of it like the next day, but they have a little bit of time where if there's something that they're really, really missing, they can get it back. But for the most part, my kids really don't ask for stuff. There's been like maybe 3 occasions that I can think of that they've asked for something back. This is the main area that I was talking about. So we have these 2 IKEA, well 3 I guess, 2 IKEA storage units that have toys in it. And then this third one has like coloring and craft stuff. And then I have puzzles up here on top. So I'm going to be working on that. The second area is this little storage under our fish tank. And then there's this as well, which is just Lego Duplos. And the last area is this little game closet right here, which isn't too bad, but I'm just going to pull out anything I think we can get rid of. Yes, I'm in my PJ pants and a sweatshirt. It's one of those days. I'm not in my robe though, which is usually what I'm in. Anyways, sometimes when I'm decluttering toys, I will get everything out, put everything into like piles, and then go through each pile. Some of this stuff is in like categories already, or it's just really mismatched because they've just been throwing stuff in the bins. I'm really just going to go through stuff as I'm going because I don't have the energy to put everything in piles today. So go through it as I'm putting things away and put stuff in the box. That's my plan for today. See, like this is kept up, but there are animals throughout, so as I'm going, I'll just put the animals back in, and we're not getting rid of any of the animals right now. This one is supposed to also be just animals, so I'm just going to take out anything that doesn't belong. For these big bins, when I know that there is a bunch of stuff that got thrown in them, I will dump it out so that I can put back the stuff that does need to go there and deal with the rest of it. So this bin, I'm only keeping like a few stacking stuff, but these things, we have some wooden blocks, and then like I showed you the Duplos that get a lot more use than these. They really don't get a ton of use, so I am going to get rid of this set. A spoon! Okay, these things go somewhere else in the house, so I'm gonna take a pile and go put all this stuff away. Okay, I'm on the home stretch for this area. I've just got to deal with the things that are on the ground right now, and I'll be done. Alright, I'm going to go through this kind of quickly because there's just kind of like mostly big categories in here. So we have our current magnetic tiles, and there's plenty of room to grow for what's coming for Christmas. This is like a flower making set, so we're going to keep that. This is all dress up stuff, and I think I'm going to have my kids go through this with me. Yeah, this one I'll have them go through with me. This right here, I think we're gonna get these don't get a lot of use, but I'm wondering, because my daughter's getting Elsa for Christmas, so I'm gonna keep those two out. And then this is just a bunch of like wood building things that they'll get out like the whole bin at one time. Let's see if this will fit in here. I really need to get like a taller bin for this, because a taller bin would fit. that opens up a good amount of space in here. So the Lego Duplos, I feel like we have a good amount right now for my 4 kids. We have this one bin and this. If any, like my 2 younger kids get any more Lego Duplos, then like those sets, then I probably will be getting rid of some of those just so we are keeping them contained in these 2 things. So I will only do that if they're getting them. I think I only have like a little set that I'm getting one of them. Yeah, it's a very little set. So I'm just going to do that if we need to keep the blocks contained in these 2. Puzzle time. Let's see if there's some things that just don't get as much use here. I'm gonna see if I can get this stuff to go somewhere too. Then, like I said, this is like our craft coloring area. So we have like a container for crayons, markers, and colored pencils. They're a little overflowing. I'm not gonna they're not really overflow. I mean, the crayons are a little bit. I'm not gonna organize them because they will fit if they get in there. I'll just have the kids do that the next time they get them out, which will be today, I guess. But now I'm just gonna go through each of these drawers and pull out stuff that doesn't get a lot of use. Okay, I like what I've got. So this is chalk for our chalkboard and some stencils, and then this is like these type of activities, and then another stencil set. Then this is like a dot thing, more like messy type stuff, because this is with paint and like ink pads. And then all of our dry erase books. And then these are like mess-free type things. So this just uses a pen that only works on this. And then the mess-free Crayola stuff. Then we have a bunch of sticker books. And this is more like activities and learning workbooks. And then this is all of our coloring books. And then a few like older drawing stuff for my son. And there's definitely room to grow in here, so perfect. Okay, this is the last area. I'm going to just do a quick pass through and see if there's anything that we can go ahead and get rid of. Oh, let's see. Alright, I've pulled out all of the big stuff that I'm going to put up. The Play-Doh. The Play-Doh's gotten a little bit out of hand. The Play-Doh stuff, my 4-year-old is the one that plays with it the most, and we do not need this much. So this bin has like tools and then the actual Play-Doh. This has a few big things that we use for Play-Doh and kinetic sand, but it's like we've got this, we've got this, we've got this, we've got this. So I am gonna need to talk to her about all of these tools and figure out the ones that she wants. I know she'll want to keep the tools that are in these two, so we really need to go through, and probably this one, we really need to go through this so that we can move all of it into this bin. So when she gets home from school, we're going to go ahead and do that. Let me show you what I've got in my big box of stuff to get rid of for right now, because I'm very happy with the amount of stuff that I pulled, and there will be just a little bit more here. Plus, like I said, I am going to have my kids go through their rooms next week. This has been a really productive day, and I'm feeling really good. So here is the big overflowing box, and this is one of the like really deep boxes too, so it is full and overflowing with stuff. Let me go ahead and show you the after of this area back here. This is really the one that looks the most different. The other areas do have less stuff in the bins and in the drawers, which feels really, really nice, but it doesn't look a lot different. So I'm just going to show you the after of this. The bins are all nice and organized again. It wasn't too bad. I mean, just kidding. It was kind of bad, but some stuff had been left in their bins, so I didn't have to do something to everything. But this is our area here again. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hopefully you got some decluttering motivation to declutter before Christmas in your home. I hope that you have a wonderful holiday season and a very Merry Christmas.